Sometimes it's about more than manifesting. You got to do the work. Welcome to the Keep It Uplifting podcast, where we discuss lifestyle, fitness, and motivation. Want to welcome you guys to the podcast. Also want to thank you guys for leaving reviews and joining and listening. Please, if you are listening, leave us a 5-star review.
5 stars.
It really matters to us. Or leave us a 4, leave us a 3, but we want to hear from you.
5 stars.
We want to hear from you. We appreciate you guys for listening, and I want to welcome you to a great topic.
Yes, sir.
Right? But before I do that and skip introductions, man behind the camera, say what's up to the folks.
What's good, folks? How y'all doing? Welcome back, and thank you for giving us 5 stars.
So what I wanted to talk about today was you being your own competition. And I wanted to touch on this because we were talking off camera, but I was looking at a post on Instagram by Chris Bumstead, who is a 3-time classic physique Mr. Olympia, right? Mm-hmm. I love bodybuilding. I love talking about bodybuilding. I once, cut down 30, 40 pounds to try to get in a show. I had about 40 or so more pounds to lose. I wasn't able to lose it. I, fell off my diet. I got rid of my coach, and it just never happened. But I have a love for the sport. So I follow this guy who is a beast of a man, pause, and he was talking on a podcast. I don't remember the name of the podcast, but I'll insert the clip right here so you guys know what we're talking about.
3 years ago, when I first started seeing Courtney, she was telling me to get off my phone, and this was when I was on my phone more, and looking at people and seeing it, and I was like, babe, it's making me motivated to be better than them. And I felt like that, and I still won that year, but that was also the year I hated the most. And a lot of other stuff was going on, but it was the year I was less present and least enjoyed it. And then when I moved forward and I started detaching from that and not trying to beat people, but trying to be the best version of myself, and just knowing that I don't even need to worry about what they're doing because I know I'm doing what I'm doing, that furthered my success, my mentality, everything way more than trying to be better than one other person.
But he was pretty much saying that he stopped being on social media after he won his first Mr. Olympia, because that was the most difficult Mr. Olympia that he did. Mm-hmm. He said that it was extremely difficult because he kept checking the progress of other people he was competing against, right?
Right.
And we talk about it all the time, cutting out external resources, external
distractions.
External distractions. That's the word I'm looking for. So it was amazing to hear from somebody who seems super confident. He always comes to the stage looking great, and in bodybuilding, that is the one thing that people don't think about, right? They are their own competition. It's just you versus you, right? You may have a coach, you may have a workout partner, but who's telling you one more rep? Who's really telling you one more rep, right? Somebody could yell at you and be like, one more rep. You right. Like, nah, I don't got it.
Right.
It's all mental, bro.
It is.
And that's why I love the sport, because it's just what you think you can do. It's mind over matter extremely, right?
Yeah.
He had a torn hamstring his first Olympia. Mm-hmm. And he wasn't going to, he was able to push through. And I feel like that's mental, bro. Think about it. We like to talk about sports. KD ruptured his Achilles. He took a year off, bro, but when he came back, he hooped the same exact way.
Bro, he did not drop off at all.
At all. He didn't change anything. And that's a mental thing. People don't know that, right?
No, it is.
You got to reconnect to your body.
Yeah.
So in bodybuilding, you're going to hurt. You're throwing around steel.
Yeah.
Right? You're constantly breaking your muscles down.
Yeah.
And it's almost one of the it's one of the best things I could say that will prepare you for success. Because if you can build the body that you want, you can do anything, bro. You can start a business because there's a mental fortitude that builds up, you know? Because,
I totally agree with that. As a person that has worked out before, you know what I mean? No,
once upon a time?
Yeah, it's once upon a time because it was so long ago. But
Right.
not even saying that I just worked out. You know, I played football in college. Like I've had strength and conditioning coaches.
Right.
I've gone through, you know what I mean, weightlifting programs and things like that. And guess what happened after I stopped playing ball? I totally fell off, right?
Right.
Because I didn't have that what you're talking about.
Right.
It's like that me versus me attitude when it comes to my body.
Right.
Right? Because I just didn't see why do I have to, you know what I mean? Why do I have to have this sculpted body right now?
I don't need that.
Right. I don't need that,
Yeah.
right? So I didn't have the me versus me attitude versus, I mean, for that
Right.
purpose. So I could definitely see why bodybuilding would give you that attitude.
Yeah.
Right? But I definitely do agree with what he talked about, not looking at the competition.
Yeah.
Like in order to compete, you have to be the best you. And what happens when you look at at the competition, you're just trying to be better than the competition. Huh?
Exactly.
Now what if you're 10 miles ahead of the competition?
Right.
You will never know that.
The greatest
if
photo
you're not competing
ever
with yourself.
was Michael Phelps when he was swimming and he passed the guy and then he took the time to look back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
he was No, it wasn't even Michael Phelps looking at the guy. Michael Phelps was just swimming. I had this wrong. Michael Phelps was swimming and the guy was checking him.
Oh yeah. And he was passing.
And he was passing. And that's the perfect example, bro.
Right.
Perfect
Exactly.
example of
And I'm glad you brought it to racing because that's why horse racing. The horses have blinders on. They can't see that it's another person or another horse over.
right.
If they see that, guess
Right.
what they're gonna be? Distracted.
Right. Because they're worried about the competition when really ultimately
That finish line.
that's
all
all
that
you need to
matters.
worry about. You are the competition.
Right.
It's never you battling anybody else. It's you battling yourself. You are the greatest thing that happened to you, and you are the worst thing that happened to you. That's it.
Oh my God.
That's it. You know, seriously though, right?
No, seriously, yes. What you mean? Who you talking to right now?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
I mean,
That's my mom used to say. My mom used to say this back in the day. She said, "Guess what? You're your own worst enemy."
bro,
She used to tell me that personally.
if you
You're your own worst enemy.
get fat, it's because you got you fat. If
Amen.
you don't achieve your goals, it's because you didn't achieve your goals. There's nobody else that you're in competition with. And when people realize that, that's when you truly, truly get what you manifest. That's when you truly, truly get what you desire. You know what I mean? Because you wake up and you beat you. You beat your yesterday every day. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
And there's a quote. It says, "What's meant for you will find you through your belief, dedication, and work ethic." Powerful, bro.
Yeah.
You worrying about what everybody else has, but you can't even get what's meant for you
Yeah.
because you competing with what they got for them.
Exactly. It's probably not even on the same path for what you want to meet you. That's
Right.
what the quote says. What you want and desire will meet you if you keep on your path.
That's all you got to do.
You going on their path and you missing the goal because it's not intersecting
It's just
with their path.
It's totally mindset, bro. You're one of the greatest bodybuilders in the world. And his lady was like, "Why are you looking at what they doing? They not even on your level."
They not even the best.
And that's the crazy part, bro. Is that's how people lose, bro. When you're focused on your game, when you're focused on what you're building, what you're doing, that's when you achieve these crazy, extremes. You know what I mean? Like it's like when people say my success was more than I ever could dream of. It's because all they did was focus on what they're doing.
Right.
Stop looking around. Stop competing. Who are you competing with? There's nobody.
Except the man in the mirror?
Except the man in the mirror. What he did yesterday, you have to outdo today. That's it. Keep it uplifting. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Keep it uplifting.